Hello backpackers, this is Juan from Juan Backpacks, and I'm here today to talk about my fast pack loadout. It's under 8 pounds. The max it'll be is 8 pounds, and what I'm going to show you today is 8 pounds. I have a lighter pack link that will show you the gear, keeping it around like 7.5 pounds, something like that. This is a fast packing kind of gear collection that I would use maybe on a 3-day, kind of like a long weekend kind of trip. Where I'm trying to cover lots of miles, or I just want to go like super light at 8 pounds. And so you can take a look at my lighter pack link and see all the details, but I will talk a little bit about things as I go through this. First of all, I'm going to start with the pack, and then we'll start to go around the outside, unload it, and then we'll dive to the inside to like sleep system and all those kind of great things, and clothing and so forth. So this is the fast pack that I'm using. It's a small medium from Outdoor Vitals with the bottles that come with it. It's come with two bottles. It's a total of 23 ounces. I really like this fast pack. I've switched out to it from a slightly bigger fast pack that I was using, and I feel like this is going to fit the bill. A lot of my gear is really honed in. It's small in size, and I think this is going to be a good fast pack. I will say I've done a load out with it. And it definitely could fit 3 days of food in here, inside some type of a food bag. Definitely not a bear can though. And so kind of the use case for this loadout would be like 3 days covering whatever number of miles. And it is a very comfortable loadout too. It's not really sacrificing a lot of comfort, and you'll see that as I go through. So this is the fast pack that I'm going to be using. It's got nice straps on the front. It's really comfortable. I've tested some loadouts with it, and I think I'm going to be really pleased with this. The the outside here, you can see I've got 2 water bottles. When I'm using a fast pack, I use water bottles up front. A lot of times I'm just going to filter into those bottles. Sometimes I actually throw filters on top of the bottles and just use those. It just depends. On the outside here, I also have my Garmin InReach Mini, which is included in the loadout on lighter pack. So that pretty much covers the front of the pack. Lots of zippers here and so forth where I can put gear. On the side pocket here, there's basically a Nylaflume ground sheet, and that's for my shelter. And so I've got a Nylaflume ground sheet here. The shelter, I've got it on top here and part of the sleep system. It's a foam 1/8 inch foam pad from Outdoor Vitals. It only cut a little bit over a couple ounces. And then my shelter, that obviously this shelter is the Whisper from Gossamer Gear. It does not have a floor, but it has a bug netting. I have a video about this if you want to really see some of the details of this shelter. I've got a video where I go over how I use it and so forth. But you've got this shelter here, and to set it up, it uses 2 trekking poles, which I hike with Gossamer Gear LT5 trekking poles, so that's perfect for that. As far as water goes and water storage, I have the 2 bottles. They're about 750 milliliters apart. And here in the front pocket, in the fast pack, I've got my water filter and a CNOC 2-liter bag. So I've got potential to carry like over 3, almost 4 liters of water total. And so that I think would be good for a fast packing trip. So that's the water filter. The water filter I'm using is the Platypus Quick Draw, and then a CNOC bag, 2-liter bag, to do the dirty water and to filter. This is my poop kit. I'm not going to go into detail here, but it's super light. It consists of a shovel, and it consists of a bidet that's in there, and then some Bronner's, a small dropper Bronner's soap, and I also actually include a small collapsible bottle that I can use to put water in to put my bidet on. And so that's my whole kit right here. It's like less than an ounce, I believe. The other thing that I take with me fast packing I love is camp shoes. These are the Z-Packs camp shoes. They're around 2 ounces for both of these. I've used them quite a bit. I used them on the Went to Highline Trail. They're awesome, super light. They got some like a very kind of like almost like the kind of same stuff that you use on the front pockets. It aerates your feet really nice, and so it dries out your feet at the end of the day. Gives you a little bit of protection. They're not super protective, to be honest with you, but hey, it's just for around the camp. And if you're fast packing, you're not spending a lot of time like just hanging out in camp. You're moving more than you're sitting, and so these are great for that. see down in here, I don't have anything else in the front pocket. That's it. Nothing else on the other pocket here. I've got an extra pocket. I could like throw a 10 carat fly rod in there or something like that if I wanted to. So I actually in this loadout, I've got one extra pocket that I haven't used yet, or I could use a hard water bottle in here. I don't see much use because I've got the collapsible if I need to carry water, and I've got the two 750 milliliter bottles up front to drink out of. Let's go ahead and dive into the inside of the pack now and see what I have in here in this loadout. So cooking wise, just going to cold soak when I'm doing fast packing. I've done a bunch of tests with cold soaking, and it's fine for fast packing. I can, start out the day, get moving, put some oatmeal in here for breakfast, put some water, stop and eat about an hour after I start. And then, obviously when it's getting closer to the end of the day, I can throw my dinner in here. I'm just using this and a Utico, I think that's a Utico or Human Gear collapsible spoon. These are pretty slick. I really like this. It's not a long-handled spoon, but I don't really need a long-handled spoon for the way that I prep my meals, even when I'm using my cook pot and so forth. I could swap this out for a cook pot if I wanted to, and that would increase my loadout by about 5 ounces or something like that. And so that's the cook system. I've also got a small waterproof bag from Outdoor Vitals to put and it's like, I think it is less than an ounce. It's a waterproof zipper on it just to put my electronics in to keep them handy. The only electronics I'm going to take are besides my Garmin InReach Mini, I'm going to take the headlamp, and then I just can't give up my my pump, the Zero pump. It's super light. It's lighter than than the bag you can get with the sleeping pads. So it's like weight savings, even though it's something electronic, it's still weight savings. You'll notice I don't have any battery like recharging capabilities in this loadout. I don't feel like I need that for 3 days. I've got a Sunto watch that I use for navigation and so forth, and that will easily last 3 days. It's solar, so it picks up power from solar. And then also my headlamp is not going to wear out in 3 days. Neither is my phone. And so I'm really just focused in with this loadout on 3 days on trail, and no need to, worry about extending my time that much. The other things I have in here, just a little bag with some sunscreen and some hand sanitizer and some repackaged dropper bottle, squeeze bottle of bug, like bug lotion. And then here's my repair kits and my first aid kit, small knife in here, and all this stuff is pretty much, I think it's maybe 5 ounces or something like that. So that's inside the beginning of my pack. And then in here, I've got my economy burrow from Hammock Gear. This is a 40-degree bag. And so it's, pretty light. I think it's around 16 ounces or so. And that's in my loadout. As far as clothing goes, or let's go with the sleep system first. This is a pillow from Outdoor Vitals, a couple ounces, 2.5 ounces, I think this thing is. Very simple blow up pillow, and then in there someplace, there we go. Look at that. There's a Nemo Elite Mummy sleeping pad. This is the super light one. I can't remember, they call it the Elite, and it's only like 8 ounces, and it's in my later pack link too. I mean, literally look at this thing. It's a 20-inch pad, regular length, and it's around 8 ounces. I think it's just under 8 ounces because, this one's not regular. It's the short one. It's actually a short one, so it is under 8 ounces. I think it's 7.9 ounces. In here, I've got my pack clothing. It's pretty simple for a 3-day trip. I don't feel like I'd need a lot of extra stuff. I got an extra pair of hiking socks. I always like to have that. And if not going to switch out socks, then I can always, use it for sleep socks. I've got an extra pair of underwear for 3 days. I mean, having an extra pair is still kind of nice. You rinse out one, wear the other one, let the other one dry in your pack the next day. And then I use the Peloton 97 from Kuiu. It's a hoodie. It's great. It's a fleece hoodie. Super nice. I've used it many, many years now. I think we got 6 years of use on this thing, and it is the most useful piece of gear I have. I think in my kit that I take almost everywhere. We got a pair of boxers here, just cotton boxers that I like to sleep in because they're loose. And then I've got the Highline hiking tights from Outdoor Vitals. Love them, very light. I can use them to sleep in if it gets a little chilly at night. And this loadout's mainly for like late spring, summer, and early fall. It would be a little bit different if I was going deep into the fall or I was going early spring. So this is late spring, summer, early fall. But these hiking tights are really nice because I can put them on, hike in the morning if it does get chilly for some reason. Probably very unlikely in the places I go, here on the East Coast. But I can wear them to sleep in. See what else? That is it. And of course, I have a Nylaflume bag here to keep everything dry on the inside. Again, that's pretty much it. I mean, I've got my sleep system, I've got safety gear, I've got really everything I need, and I could again add about 5 ounces to this kit. Like if I swap out the cold soaking and I really want to like cook something in the evening to feel better, or if it's a rainy weekend, I might decide to cook so I feel better when I get into camp and just have some hot food and so forth. And so I might swap this out. So that's the only thing, and that would be probably, like I said, the difference of 5 ounces. So again, that's my loadout. You can look at the layer pack loadout. It's a little bit different than the one I have here. This one's just about a half a pound heavier. This one's 8 pounds. I weighted on my little luggage weigher. And the loadout that I have in the layer pack, and every single item's listed there, is about 7.5 pounds. So that is my fast packing loadout for 3 days during the late spring, summer, and early fall. I forgot one thing. Good grief. Forgot one thing. Down here at the bottom, I forgot because there's a bottom pocket on this back. I've got my Tusher rain jacket too. And that's integral to this, to be honest with you. I'm glad I thought about that a minute. That's integral to this because my Peloton might not, if it gets really cold for some reason, who knows. If it's really cold for some reason, I might need a little bit of extra warmth, and I can always take my Peloton, put it over top of my hiking shirt, and then actually put my rain jacket over top just to hold in more heat. And that would be comfortable, and it would be warm as well. And so I've got my rain jacket. Never forget the rain jacket. So backpackers, that's my loadout. Till next time, get out there, do some backpacking, do some hiking. Stop watching YouTube videos, unless they're mine. Then watch them all from start to finish. Later, backpackers.